What's going on, everybody? This be your boy DJ Anonymous with Sports Biz Music, episode 12, and I got a very special guest in the building. I got Zach from ZBKicks. What's up? What's going on with you, man?
I'm good. What's up?
I know that you first of all, you're a young entrepreneur, by the way. You know, you're only 18 years old and you got a lot of growth. But I want you to introduce yourself to the people before we go into detail.
All right, sure. So I'm Zach. I'm 18. I'm launching on April 1st, so about a month, ZBKicks consignment app and website. So it's going to be in the mold of what Gold and StockX are, two really popular apps that have really emerged in the sneaker and streetwear industry. So we'll be a middleman authentication service. So people will be selling on the app, shipping to us, and then we'll be shipping to the buyers and making sure the products are authentic and that they are brand new dead stock. So we'll be focusing on both brand new and used sneakers and streetwear. So that's how we're really going to separate ourselves, with also having lower prices. So a flat 10% consignment rate. So that's how we really think we're going to take off, having lower prices and having both brand new and used sneakers and streetwear.
That's what's up. So you pretty much you gonna be the plug for everybody.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That's the plan.
So when did this all started? Like what led you on to being a sneakerhead? Well, I want to say sneakerhead. You know what I mean. Like to lead you to being in love with sneakers and wanting to go in business with sneakers and making money.
Yeah. So when I was around like 5'6", I was a huge basketball fan, going to many Knicks games, and it really took off from there. Being exposed to NBA and basketball really then shifted towards sneakers and streetwear. So about 5-6 years ago, I really started focusing in on reselling with Flight Club. I'm from New York, so Flight Club, especially back then, was definitely the number one place to go to resell your sneakers and to go for a consignment shop. So having Flight Club nearby was really convenient. So I was able to buy Jordans almost every week back then. They'd have resale value, and then bring them in on the weekends to Flight Club and make a lot of money doing that. So that's how I started.
So because you was talking about the reselling, and before we started the podcast, we was talking about, like, I was asking you because I started noticing that Jordan is not really the biggest. Well, this year, you said this year he's the shoe is doing good, but overall, like, it's not as viable as it used to be. And I asked you, do you think it's because of the, they keep redoing these Jordans and they come out like every week? Is that the reason why Jordans are not as viable, because they keep coming out with new Jordans every like 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's part of it. They're retroing a lot of sneakers pretty often and near each other. Mm-hmm. So like the Fred ones, they've been restocking like almost every 2-3 years. Mm-hmm. They're kind of overdoing it with some models. But the other thing is the fact that, especially last year, they produced way too many Jordans and general releases, so the supply was way too much. MJ's philosophy was that he wanted to really overflow like the market with Jordans and try to eliminate the resale and the hype behind it. But that definitely didn't work out, because if you go to Nike factory stores, you're full of Jordans, and these are classic retro Jordan colorways that 5 years ago they would have sold out within an hour and had great resale value. Mm-hmm. So Jordan realized last year that they were really messing up. They lost a lot of market share to Adidas. Adidas really took off. Yeah. And like what Kanye said, like Yeezy is like jumped over Jumpman for real at this point.
Do you think because the reason why, because Yeezys, I noticed that Yeezys always come out at a certain time of the year. Do you think that's the main thing, that's the main reason why Yeezys are more popular than Jordans at this particular moment?
Well, yeah, they have less models, and also because they're limited, so they're hard to get, and they have so much hype and a lot of build up for them. And also Kanye's so popular.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I always loved Kanye, even from the college dropout days. Like, that's like my favorite Kanye. But I had to realize that for him, for his growth, I see why like a lot of people say he changed, but I feel like he could come off kind of what to say, like arrogant in some ways, but it's like at the same time I gotta respect his grind. I gotta respect what he's trying to do, because this man's vision is like ridiculous. So Jordans has been your favorite shoes, like of all time?
My favorite are probably the ones in the 11s. I love the 11 patent leather. The Space Jams and the Red 11s are my two favorite.
Do you have certain stories about like the shoes, the ones in the 11s?
Well, yeah. So what was the year? Well, Space Jams last year. It was 2 years ago now. Mm-hmm. I was able to pop 8 pairs. So that was the thing, especially the Space Jams. They released so many pairs of the Space Jams for the holidays. Mm-hmm. They didn't have much resale value. So those are sneakers that I had to hold on to. But even now, I still haven't sold those, because the resale value has only gradually gone up. So if I bought them at the time, I would have only made like $20 per pair. But now you can make around $100 on what I initially paid for them. But back in the day, it was really a lot of camping out and waiting for sneakers. But now it's really gone towards raffles and like online raffles. So it's really changed like how to buy sneakers now. Mm-hmm. There's no it was too much violence, and it was just so much. It was too dangerous, and the stores didn't want people waiting out on the blocks. And the police had to come a lot of times, so it didn't make sense really for like Foot Lockers, Champs, Foot Actions to continue just having people camp out, just doing it online. So it's made it a lot more different. Mm-hmm. The research for sneakers.
Yeah, because I'm not really a Jordan. I probably got one Jordan, like right now, and it's the Charlotte 10s, one of the Bobcats. Nice. The reason why I don't like, it's like I like Jordans, but I don't like how how they feel because of my feet. I heard that certain Jordans, I don't know which ones, are more comfortable than certain number Jordans. From what I heard, everyone's different. I heard the 4s are one of the most comfortable Jordans, from what I heard. So
yeah, they're pretty comfortable. I like wearing the 1s, 3s, 4s, mm-hmm. 5, 11s. Like the 6, 7, 7s, like they're a little tight. I have a wide foot.
Yeah.
I'm a 15, like 14, like depends on the sneaker.
Yeah,
so I try to keep the 13 in Jordans because they can crease really easily, especially the patent leather 11s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like I feel like with Jordans, I wear a size 13, but I feel like with them, I have to wear like a 14 or something, because like I have big feet for a Jordan. But like as far as like overall like the style and things like that, I remember when the Gammas came out a few years ago. I wanted those. Like it was so hard, but I was just like, at the same time, I was just like, I'm not finna spend money on Jordans unless I have that, that income. I always said that I would accept Jordans if it was gifted to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a great shoe. It got a lot of legacy. But one shoe I would buy, like when it comes back, it's the Gammas. Because when I first seen them, I fell in love with them. The price, no, but the just the style of the shoe. Because one of my favorite colors is blue, so that was one of the reasons why I fell in love with the shoe.
Yeah, the blue really stands out.
So yeah. So with collaborations, before we started with the podcast, actually, the last episode. I was with this accessories company based down in Miami. They call me Mosa, and they collaborate a lot. And in the episode, I was saying that I started noticing that a lot of fashion companies, like, they collaborate a lot, And I noticed, like, the last one was, like, from what I know, was Fubu and Puma had collaborated. Fubu been around for a long time, but they just started getting their buzz again because they've been kind of MIA for a while, for a long time. Do you think that also impact like the sneaker game as far as like collaborations? Like you see Adidas, like with their collaborations, like you have, for example, like Adidas have like Pharrell's shoes. His shoes are like some people say are just behind the Yeezys and stuff like that. Like they're very comfortable. They're very, good looking. Like for fashion, like you could just like set a outfit for his shoes and things like that. But do you think like collaborations are making the whole sneaker game like more popular now than it ever been?
Yeah, I think so, because it's all about the hype, and the collaborations are really limited. They're really built up. The release is really hyped, especially with both Jordans and also Supreme. They really focus in on collaborations. But just recently with Jordans, you have the Levi Denim 4s.
Yeah, those hard.
They're really fire. The blue denim sneaker. You have the Cause, Cause is a really sick brand with their Bear Bricks. So now they're moving in on. So it's just so much is going on with collaborations. And of course, Supreme, every season, they have collaborations almost like every other week. And they're really popular and drive up the hype for Supreme. And also now it's doing it for Jordans. So it's just great. It's great for the resale industry and for sneakers, because when you have that hype, people are interested in the sneakers and you're interested in the streetwear. So it's great culture.
So to get back to Adidas and Jordan, because this is going to lead me into talking about Under Armour. Do you also believe that Adidas is having a stronghold because of all the people they have under their branch now? Like, they very cultured. Like, Adidas is like, I feel like the most cultured like shoe brand like right now. Like, they have these different artists and athletes, that's even public figures like that's under the branch. That's like, I feel like they're more hands-on with the people, than other brands. Do you also think that's another reason why Adidas are just going up right now?
Yeah, I think so. And they're able to have all these like commercials and all these influencers, celebrities promote them on social media and make posts. So promoting it like globally, Adidas. So Adidas was really popular in Europe, but the past 5 years, like ever since they signed Kanye, that's when the popularity really grew in America. So starting with Kanye and moving to Pharrell, like those two are like the top two collaborators with Adidas. And of course you have basketball. You have Lillard. They just came out with the Bape Lillard 4s, which are really popular for All-Star Weekend. So now even with the basketball players, they're starting to do collaborations and trying to build the hype. Of course, with James Harden, they gave him that huge contract, like 10 years, $300 million. Crazy.
Yeah, real crazy. And this leads me to Under Armour, because I'm not going to lie. Under Armour always used to be known for, like, football, really. And, like, now it's known also for, like, basketball and baseball, things like that. But particular with Steph Curry, when he signed with Under Armour, and, like, he had a couple shoes that wasn't, popular, but, like the shoes that he has, like, majority of them are, like, so popular that you even see, like the Migos wanting to have, like, a pair of his shoes and things like that. Like, do you think Under Armour is going to be in that level in a few years with, like, Adidas or, like, a Nike or a Jordan or even, like, a Converse?
It's possible, but it's going to take some time. I know they just signed A$AP Rocky. So they're trying to sign some rappers and some more celebrities and musicians to join the brand.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he signed with Under Armour.
Yeah. It was about a month or two ago. They haven't released any sneakers or any clothing yet, but probably soon. They're probably just discussing now what they want to release.
So to talk more about your company, ZBKicks, what motivated you to start the company? Especially like you 18 years old, man. Like you're very young. You got a lot of growth.